very existence is a cauldron of pressure, and that is ratcheted up when you go on the road, and this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Morgantown, West Virginia, home to the West Virginia Mountaineers. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on a team from the Big 12, the West Virginia Mountaineers. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Mountaineers will get us started with the opening kickoff. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Hurricane offense makes its way onto the field to start this game. And David, they've got a guy in the backfield that certainly is capable of carrying more than his share of the weight in this offensive attack.
Yeah, he's a beast, but I would argue this, Reese. Like, you need to get the ground game going.
Oh, he's got some space. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
That's a nice-looking run, man, and what a legacy here when you think about Edgerrin James and Frank Gore, Willis McGahee, Clinton Portis, game breakers at the running back position. This guy, he seems like he's destined to play on Sunday.
Red pass, it's complete.
In college football, you see this a ton now. You use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
And the Canes can really attack on this second and short. Looking downfield, it's Beck. Makes the grab. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. Hitting on transfer portal quarterbacks can be tricky. Certainly Miami did so with Cam Ward a season ago. And Jesse, they're hoping to keep it going with Carson Beck.
They want the Carson Beck version from 2023. At the end of that season, after winning the Orange Bowl, a lot of people thought Carson Beck would end up being the first pick of the NFL draft. 2024 was a bit more up and down. They need him to play well each and every week. He's playing, remember, behind Cam Ward. He's got very, very big shoes to fill, but no doubt he is the key for Miami's success.
Canes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Lost to throw again. Makes the catch. It's Daniels. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Hurricanes will line it up on 1st and 10. He'll pull it on the read. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Gives it on the option. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
This opening drive has been all offense. Really good job, nice scripted plays, taking advantage, strung together a nice series. But here's all that matters for defense. We don't even care about yards anymore. Can I keep him out of the end zone? Great job right here. Step up, get a stop, force him either to kick a field goal or get no points, and this drive is still a success.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Looking for a man. It's back. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricanes.
How about that first drive by the offense? Usually script the first 10 plays. Well, I had one extra. It only took 9. Great job moving down the field, stringing plays that look like other plays together, and getting this opening drive touchdown.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Fielded in the end zone. It's Fox. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. So West Virginia's offense will take the field for the first time. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into this season...
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
Wow, the Miami linebacker shows you his speed on that play, and linebacker in speed, synonymous when you're thinking about Miami Hurricane defense. Think about Ray Lewis, Jonathan Vilma, Dan Morgan, DJ Williams. Guys that can go sideline to sideline and guys that can rush the passer. Not easy to block.
And the Mountaineers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Off play action. He just kept going backwards. You have to step up, and they get him for a safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
They'll get set for the free kick after the safety.
Set to kick off.
Slithers into space.
The returner brings it out to the 35.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. From the gun, the running back has it. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
3rd down coming in the Morgantown faithful, making it tough on this big play. Fires to the wideout. Working that left side. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the 2nd drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
The sure hands, it's Johnson. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Hey, listen, on offense, just take what the defense gives you. Quarterback looks out wide. He sees the DB way off of the receiver. Throw him the easy hitch pass. You'll take that completion.
Empty backfield, 5 wide receivers on 2nd and 6. Looking to throw, it's Beck. Pulls it in, it's Daniels. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down.
Quarterback and receiver on the same page there on the curl route. Nice job by the receiver finding the soft spot in zone and just settling down, making that throw a whole bunch easier.
And the Hurricanes are marching down the field. Toss to the left. Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29.
And every offense has plays that they really hang their hat on. And back in 1970, it was the toss. The toss play used to be the thing. You don't see as much of this nowadays. It's early in the game. Maybe it's something you wanted to show. Or, listen, maybe defensively this is something you need to start focusing on.
Back to pass on second down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires left. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit and coverage that forces the incompletion.
And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. They've gotten off to a slug, and the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
The Mountaineers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. The play action fake. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. The receiver was doubled, and they picked it off. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense puts you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. The give from the gun. Brought down after picking up 3 down to the 22.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, you can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. He'll keep it himself. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I think a lot of quarterbacks like those defenses that will be passive and let it slowly develop. Nah, this defense, you could tell, they were aggressive and attacking, and it really paid off.
You can feel the Mountaineer spirit rising, reverberating across the field on this big third down. Got his man in the middle. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12.
And when you get zone coverage and you're running curls and the wide receiver sprints off the ball, you know what happens? That DB starts to bail, and that wide receiver comes back, and it's easy pitch and catch for the offense.
And the Canes getting set on 1st and 10. Quarterback on the keeper. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
Well, good decision there by the QB. A little zone read action. He reads the defensive end crashing down, keeps it himself, gets a nice chunk of yards.
And when you do that, you just sort of get the drive going or keep it going, as the case may be.
It's amazing in college football now how big of a part of each offense the zone read has become. As we're seeing more and more athletic quarterbacks on rosters now, that is a staple of the sport.
We've reached a break, and Miami is holding onto the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Running back searching for a hole. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami! The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is good. The lead is 19. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. They really needed to get points on this drive to sort of steady the ship. With the catch, it's Singleton. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. They'll run play action. Throws to the wideout. Complete in the middle. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
That's why the bullet pass is so important. Sometimes these defenses, they don't give you big windows to throw into, and you want to take that chance, but you cannot lob that football down the field and get it in there. Nice use of the bullet pass, my friend.
They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. He wants to go deep. It's caught, and what a job to get the foot down and make it a huge gain along the sideline.
And, man, he had nobody around him. That has got to be embarrassing for this defense. When you let someone that deep downfield go completely uncovered.
It's one thing to get that huge play. Now you got to cash it in with 6. 1st and 10 from the 24. Fires to the middle. Complete with conviction on the crosser. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
They'll run it in the red zone. It's White. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
Brought down at the 8-yard line. Brings up second down.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. On the move. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw on that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the QB on that play?
1st and goal, and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Mountaineers! Great job by the back on the option. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Getting set for the point after. Right down the middle. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. They are set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll go out of bounds at the 22-yard line, and that's where this offense will take over. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. He'll do it himself. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against the different defense.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking downfield, it's back. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. Third down coming in the Morgantown faithful, making it tough on this big play. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab on the left. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling there out to the 35.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Canes are flying down the field. Wide open downfield. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Canes!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is good. The lead is 19. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish the drive with a big play through the air, scoring from 51 yards out.
Set to kick this one away.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Fox. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. Snags it quickly on the left. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
He's tackled at the 23-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. They'll send the tight end in motion. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Tackled at the 29. Let's give him 5 on that one. Those who say you can't go home again don't know Rich Rodriguez as he returns to Morgantown and hoping to take the Mountaineers to near ethereal realm.
Man, you think back to Pat White, Steve Slayton, Noel Devine, all those great players on offense, how much fun Rich Rod's offense was back in the day. I don't know if it's going to look like that right away, David, but you can see why people are really excited.
And it's a totally different look now, right? Like so many guys going into the portal, but you hope it looks like it used to with the explosiveness, with the fun. Obviously, he won a ton of games at that spot, was close to playing for a national title. Can he get the spark back?
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. The give on the inside. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Grabbed behind the line. It's White. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
And that's why, as a defense, you want to set up 3rd and long situations. You just want to be able to keep the football in front of you. It's okay for that quarterback to hit the running back on that pass. Now you have all those bodies flying to the football, and they're able to make a tackle.
And the Mountaineers will bring the punt team onto the field. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll go right back to it. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
They'll try to bully their way for the 1st. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Canes with the 1st and 10. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Catch in the middle. It's Marion. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the 1st down. The Canes build their program around playmakers like that.
They do, Reese, and speed on the outside makes everybody so much better. Finding those home run hitters, those playmakers, those are the guys when Miami's rolling, those are the guys they're finding.
Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. It's Beck. The short hands. It's Bauman. Breaks into the open. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Hurricanes looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the first half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning the tide a little bit, getting a little bit of pressure, getting a sack.
And the Hurricanes now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Fletcher. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Love the play by the defense. They just did a good job understanding where the running back was on that play. After the catch, they're able to make the tackle right away, and now they've set up 3rd down.
The offense will quickly use a timeout. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Offense about to reel off its seventh play of the drive. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Touchdown, Hurricanes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they tacked on the extra point. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Fox. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Grabbed behind the line. It's White. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. 4 wide out set, 2 by 2 on 2nd and 5. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Snagged in the middle, it's Vaughn. Wrestled down at the 32 after a pickup of 5. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. They'll snap this one from the 32, it's 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's White.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Mountaineers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this fan base.
And the Mountaineers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Grab near the marker. It's Vaughn. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the 1st. Well done.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Throws for the tight end. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
This quarterback is living dangerously now. Threw a pick earlier in the game, and he almost threw another one right there. These windows are tight. He's got to be really good with his decision-making.
One more snap coming before halftime. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Deep shot for the end zone. And a penalty flag comes in as that one falls incomplete, but this is going to be a positive play for the offense. Defense with pass interference coming. So the penalty for pass interference will allow this offense to run one more play on an untimed down. That is no good. Hoping to cut into that lead, and they did not. The lead is huge. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, this matchup on that field there in Morgantown, sign me up for another half. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, let's take the old country roads on our way back to Mountaineer Field.
And the Canes will line up to kick off and start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it, and I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
Makes the catch. It's Singleton. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
This has been a frustrating day, and I'm not sure it's going to get any better. You're already down huge. Listen, this offense can't protect this quarterback. They don't do anything right now. This defense has had their number all game long.
The Mountaineers line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. There he goes. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Man, sometimes it just gets frustrating, and you've just been beat down all day. This defense hasn't had answers, but now you can't let them run the football and just run it down your throat and be physical. This defense has to do something different and find a way to make something happen.
And the Canes just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. They'll ride the hot hand. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Offside, defense.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
The Canes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Johnson. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Hurricanes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Beck. That's caught. It's Fletcher. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. You want to talk about building a drive around a guy. First on the ground and now using him in the passing game.
And you get so much bang for your buck because you can split him out wide. You can fake it to him and then throw it. This is the guy that really stretches the field and makes you decide how you want to defend him. A linebacker, a safety, whatever it is, it's usually not good enough when he's receiving a ball out of the backfield.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. And this quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
They'll leave it with him. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. To the air on second down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Bauman. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone. Make them execute and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. Touchdown, Miami! Quick strike through the air for the score. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point was good. They took it 71 yards down the field, and they finished things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Well, this offense keeps giving up sacks, and they keep finding themselves in situations like this, 3rd and long right now. They don't have many points in this game, and this is a big reason why. It's hard to score if you don't keep the third downs manageable. So moving forward, whether it's running the football on 1st and 2nd or throwing short passes earlier in the drives, they've got to change things up because taking sacks like this is killing this offense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Catch in the middle, it's Gallagher. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
And the Mountaineers send out the punt unit. No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Got it behind the line. It's Bauman. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Kind of like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
It's a game of 1st downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. And the Hurricanes come to the line with a new set of downs. And that's a very productive 1st down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
2nd down coming up.
Back to pass, it's Beck. Grab near the marker, it's Fletcher. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there. On 2nd and 10, a 4 wide out set, trips right. Pressure coming, and he's snowed under.
Well, this is a quarterback who's not known for his running ability, obviously. We've seen him make some great throws, but mobility, that's probably not on your bingo card, and you saw it right there. He gets brought down for the sack.
Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. And talk about spreading the ball around, everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth-quarter comeback. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. They'll give it to the back. Running to Green. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. And the Canes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Fighting off the defender. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Canes. Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
On to attempt the try.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll bring it back. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Here's the pressure. On a little time, lets it go. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Wide receivers everywhere on 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. He'll pull it on the read. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. The Mountaineers will punt this one away.
On to kick it away.
Takes it on the return. And he loses the football on the return. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
And the Mountaineers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Looking for a deep man. Grabs it inside the 15. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. off play action on first down. Hit as he throws. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down. Can the D deny them on second and goal? He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. They'll look to throw on third and goal. And he was shooting for the end zone there, and they couldn't make the completion. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. Just drives it between the uprights. Well, they got 3 back, but that's about all you can say about it.
And they cut into this lead a little bit, but man, it's still a huge deficit. And they're going to need their defense to get a stop in this fourth quarter and get them the ball back quickly, still down by a good bit of points.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Off the play fake on first down. He's going for it all. He's got it. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive, regardless of what the score is, regardless how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are paying attention to what is happening right now.
Ripped off a chunk on the opening play of this drive. Now it's first down from the 48. Looking for a big gain. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Dropping back, it's Beck. He'll take another shot here. Pulls it in down the sideline. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. And even in the fourth quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being aggressive, pedal to the metal.
The huge play got him on the porch, but now they got to kick in the door. On the ground. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's second and goal. Tries again to get it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goal. Turning it on! And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, first and 10. They'll give it to him again. Makes it past the marker. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. This offense lining up now at the 48-yard line on first and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
First down, West Virginia.
They'll go to the toss. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
Here we go.
Wants to go up top. Here's the heat. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
They got more sacks than a grocery store. Goodness gracious, time and time again, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground. This defense having their way.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. Gets the back moving. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Got it in the middle, it's Gallagher. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will.
I think it's a good sign for coaches to see that their team is still fighting. They're getting blown out in this game. Nothing has gone their offense's way. They've been outmatched. But here in the 4th quarter, you like to see guys competing. You like to see guys still trying to fight. Because as a coach, you want to know, next time you take the field, which guys you can depend on and what you can build off.
And the extra point splits the uprights. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the final 34 yards covered by that touchdown pass.
17.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game, well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's improvements.
Runs through the tackle. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Fires to the wideout. Connection to the right. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one.
You know, I love offensive coordinators that want to stay aggressive, and they've come up with big plays all game long. It's a big reason why they have this lead right now, and they're not backing off here in the 4th quarter. They're letting their guys go play. The entire playbook is open.
Oh, he's got some space. Inside the 20-yard line, pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. And the Canes will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. After losing yardage, it's 2nd and 12. Takes the handoff. It's Fletcher. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like, when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch it. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.